Hey guys, Paul here. So you told me you liked the whole mail call, book haul thing, and like I said, this won't happen very often because I just can't afford it. But I did get some stuff this week, and I saved up a few days worth, and thought I'd do it with you. So hope you still enjoy it. Here we go. Yes, I'm very, very sorry. Don't get mad. Why are you yelling at me? Kira, I'm very sorry, okay? You mad? You mad? You still mad? You mad? You mad? Why are you mad? What? I know you're mad. I'm sorry. You forgive me? Well, you need to tell mommy. She was the one who did it. Yes, I know. I understand. Yell at mommy when she gets home. Okay? Kira. Kira. Okay. I will just real quick start with the fact that I stopped at Goodwill and picked something up. And because I don't have like a haul for it, I was so good. I picked up one book, just one. And it's David McCullough's 1776. It does not have the dust jacket, obviously, but it was $3. And I wanted to read this, so it'll at least go into my nonfiction section. It's not a bad looking copy. It's in good shape. For $3, add it to my collection. You know, what could it hurt? I don't know if I've said this before, but I honestly don't know what's in these packages. I don't remember what I ordered. It's terrible, I know, but I'm just as surprised as you are when I open them. Of course, I remember ordering them after I open it, but I don't know what they are beforehand because that's bad. I know, I'm sorry. So let's do this. And my buddy Dave sent me these huge sets of markers, so I'd stop doxing myself so I could cross everything out because I tend to show stuff, don't I? We have here. The Wolves of Paris by Daniel P. Mannix. If you don't know who Daniel P. Mannix is, he is the guy who wrote the original book for the Disney movie, The Fox and the Hound. Yes, indeed. It's a true story about this pack of wolves that held Paris hostage, something of the sort. And it's not interesting because, you know, I love wolves and medieval stuff. And my wife's favorite movie is The Fox and the Hound. I have Fox and the Hound poster in my bedroom, movie poster in my bedroom. And so, thought it'd be cool to read. Just gonna throw the garbage on the floor, don't mind me. Another book towards my hard case crime book. I've been trying to pick up the ones I don't have, or a few of them. I can't get them all. Like I said, there's like 100 and something. But this is Lawrence Block's The Grifter Game, the famous Lawrence Block. This is a nice little tiny pocket version of that book. This is actually hard case book. I know you can't see it. Hard case book number 1. So this is actually the first book they released in hard case crime series. So there's probably a few of these in here if I remember correctly, because I know I did order a few. Because they keep coming up on like Amazon is one left, no more coming in. Order what you can. Yeah. So Gregory MacDonald's Snatch. This is hard case book number 128. This is the guy who wrote the book Fletch, that the movie with Chevy Chase was based on. If you care, I like the movie. Okay. At least the first one. Had Tim Matheson in it for a bit. He was the titular character that set the plot off, and I'm a big fan of his. Speaking of another hard case book, this is actually one of the hard case graphic novels that they've started doing since Titan Comics took over, bought the company from them, and it sounded kind of interesting. It's Gamma Draconis. So, and it is done just like a regular manga, actually. Backwards, right? Yeah, backwards. I do read occasional manga, probably like one a month average. And this would be used book I bought called The Dog Who Could Fly. This is a true story of a World War II British Royal Air Force, and the dog that they had is a mascot that flew with them. True story. Again, like dogs. That's kind of obvious, right? Some pictures in here? Probably. I don't know if there is where. Very few. In case you want to see the dog. That's the actual dog. The head of the dog. Alright. This is from Wonder Books, so the condition will be questionable. You never know. Actually, looks like it's in good shape. Been looking forward to this. Tom Carson's Gilligan's Wake. This is literally a book, a what-if book about the characters from Gilligan's Island. Oh, it's apparently an autographed edition. I did not know that. Huh. Nice surprise. Oh wow! It's not only is it in really good shape, but it's been covered and everything. Wow! Every once in a while, even a blind nut finds this. Every once in a while, even a blind squirrel can find a nut. Is that how it's supposed to be? Anyway, yeah. So autographed, very cool. I didn't know that when I bought it, which is very cool. But anyway, yes. So this is a what-if book about the characters in Gilligan's Island. And I heard it's pretty interesting, and I thought it sounded kind of fun, so I grabbed it. Wow, I'm surprised. I started to open this one because issues. This is actually a bunch of pulp reprints. So I have yet another book in the G8 and Battle Aces. This is book number 19 from Adventure House Press. This is the Caveman Patrol. I got exciting stories of history. Man, oh man, today. The exciting stories of horror and terror, mystery tales. School for Beasts is one of the stories by Gabriel Wilson. This is an Adventure House reprint of Mystery Tales from December of, I don't know, December, it says December 1939, the reprint of Mystery Tales. Oh, here's another G8. This is book 57, Patrol of the Iron Hand. So I'm trying to collect these. There's 60 of them. I probably got about half of them. So these are all from like Adventure House. They do reprints of pulps, which is nice if you want to read them and can't afford to buy the originals. This is from January of 1934, All Detective magazine, a reprint of it. Like I said, Adventure House putting them out. If you want to see inside, they just basically reprint the entire magazine as just with the art and everything. So like I said, if you're into these kind of things, you can get some of these cheap. I got some of these as low as $4. They put them on sale all the time, and some of them they just clearance for whatever reason a lot quicker. But I think the most they cost is $15. They run anywhere between $4 and $15. So if you're into trying some of these old pulps and obviously can't afford or find some of the originals, and you just want to read them, and they're not collecting them to display or whatever. You just want to read the stories. Which also include the ads and the art and everything. These are cool. And what do we got here? Another one. This is from February of 1939, Undercover Detective. Again, from Adventure House. I said not one of these. This set, I remember they were between $4 and $8. I picked them each up for all with original ads. And there's just a ton of them. So, Crime of the Century. And they're just fun reads, so all these old school ads. And finally, this is December of 1933, Thrilling Detective. So, again, same thing. These all come from, like I said, Adventure House. They have tons and tons and tons of these. And you can, if you just want to try it, there are really, really cheap ones out there. So you can pick up a couple of the cheap ones and give it a try. If you like them, then worry about collecting the more expensive ones. Can't beat it though. I mean, like I said, one of those I know was $4. I picked up a couple of the G8s for $2. $2 for one of them I picked up, at $4 and $8. But the full price ones are out there. They won't all be that price, but you can at least try it. Sorry, sometimes you have to open the packages. Some are harder than open than others. I don't know what this is either. Is this fun? Thank you for your order, Kat and Jim. This is from Abe Books, so you never know. You never know what you're going to get with these when you mail away. It's most of them aren't as bad as thrift books, though. Holy crap. That's a real crapshoot. Oh, Fade to Blonde by Max Phillips. This is another hard case crime book. This is number 102. Oh, number 2. Oh, number 2. So now I got 1 and 2. Very nice. Let's see. Sorry, I know opening the packages is probably not a great joy. But there you go. Fade to Blonde, hard case crime number 2 by Max Phillips. It's funny because with these, they started out really small, then they got a little bigger, and then they went up to trade paperbacks, so they're all over the place. There's the dog. Sorry. And finally this one, which comes from Alaska. Excuse me a second. There's this little kid who walks his French bulldog by the house like several times a day, and for whatever reason my dogs don't like him. I don't know why, but every time he walks by they have to bark. Just for whatever reason that bulldog ticks them off more than any other dog in the neighborhood. There's a lot of dogs in the neighborhood, so. Alright, what do we have? Clifford D. Simax, Where the Evil Dwells. I think I only needed 2 of his books. This is one of them. So I did find this one. This is 4 Against Horror. Anyway, yeah, so I think I only need 1 more Clifford Simac book for my collection. And it's a Carter Brown. Play Now, Kill Later. There you go. This is a Rick Holman book. I think this is the only Rick Holman one I have now. He's got a multiple series with multiple different detectives and main characters. I've talked about it before. The Al Wheeler ones are my favorites, but there's a couple other ones. But that's the first Holman I got. And yeah, nice. Selling stuff. The Best of Planet Stories, edited by Lee Brackett. I love Lee Brackett. She wrote one of my favorite movie all the time, or helped write it, Empire Strikes Back. She's a great sci-fi writer in her own right. But this has Lorelei of the Red Mist by Lee Brackett and Ray Bradbury. And I love Ray Bradbury. It has The Star Mouse by Frederick Brown. I love Frederick Brown. It has Return of the Legend by Raymond Z. Gallin, and I like him. Quest of the Thing by Basil Wells, which I haven't actually read. I don't know I haven't ever read anything by him. The Rocketeers Have Shaggy Ears by Keith Bennett. I don't know him, but I know I like the name of the story. That sounds hilarious. The Diversifal by Ross Rockline and Rocklin. Don't know him either. And Duel on Syrtis by Poul Anderson, who I do like also. So it's a nice little collection. I found it scrolling through Pango Books, and so I was thrilled to find this one. So I have Defender number 7, Vengeance. I was collecting the Defender books. I didn't have this one, so I saw it. This men's adventure, men's action book. Get to add it to my collection. This is the Defender series, is by Jerry Ahern. He's got a few interesting series, I believe, out there, but he's kind of famous in the men's action genre. And finally, Casca number 13, The Assassin. Another series I'm collecting. I think I got 6 now. Trying to get the rest is Barry Sadler series. Well, actually, it ran for a long time. I'm only interested in the original ones done by the original author at this point. So I think it's the first like 27 books maybe that the original author did before it was passed on to a house name and other authors took care of it. But I don't remember. Sorry. This is The Eternal Mercenary. So yeah, it's about a mercenary who after participating in killing Jesus, he's cursed to live forever, and each book talks about different time periods, similar to like Highlander, where he goes through time and he participates as a mercenary in war after war after war in different countries throughout time. Absolutely fascinated by this. I really want to read the series. I want to get as many of them as I can. They're very, very hard to find. So, at least for me. I mean, if you guys have them out there and you can know where you can find them easy, let me know. Just give me a shout because I'm trying to collect the rest of them. But yeah, so I think that's everything. All right, so that's a mail call book haul, and I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy seeing other people do these mail calls and open them up. It's kind of like, getting to see somebody open their Christmas presents or whatever. There's kind of a nice little thrill to it, or not. When I watch it, I mean, I don't know how everybody else feels. So I did a couple before, like 2 before, and people seem to like them. So I thought I'd just do it. And I'm randomly sitting here on a Sunday morning with my collection of packages, with about a half hour to shoot a video to put up for Monday. And I thought I'd just, kind of quickly shoot this and see what happened. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hope you did. I really do. In any case, so I'm babbling. It's that time. Time to go. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. And remember, the secret to Zen: read books, pet dogs, and listen to metal. And subscribe. Join the pack. I'd love to have you. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again. Later.